Danny Boy. Danny Boy is an Irish ballad, the lyrics of which were written by English songwriter Frederick Weatherly in 1910, and set to the traditional Irish melody of Londonderry Air in 1913. History. In 1910, in Bath, Somerset, the English lawyer and lyricist Frederick Weatherly initially wrote the words to Danny Boy to a tune other than Londonderry Air. An alternative story is that Margaret Weatherly sent him a copy of Londonderry Air in 1913. Weatherly modified the lyrics of Danny Boy to fit its rhyme and meter. Another alternative version of the story has Jess singing the air to Weatherly in 1912 with different lyrics. Another alternative story is that Frederick did not set the poem to any tune, but that his sister-in-law Margaret Enright Weatherly, who together with her husband Edward were living near Ouray, Colorado at the Neosho mine, set the poem in 1913 to the tune of the Londonderry Air, which she had heard as a child in California played by her father and other Irish railroad workers. Weatherly gave the song to the vocalist Elsie Griffin, who made it one of the most popular songs of the new century. Ernestine Schumann Heink produced the first recording of Danny Boy in 1915. Jane Ross of Lamavity is credited with collecting the melody of Londonderry Air in the mid-19th century from a musician she encountered. Lyrics. The 1913 lyrics by Frederick E. Weatherly. Oh, Danny Boy, the pipes are calling. From glen to glen, and down the mountainside. The summer's gone, and all the roses falling. It's you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow. Or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. It's all be there in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny Boy, I love you so. But when ye come, and all the flowers are dying. If I am dead, as dead I well may be. Ye'll come and find the place where I am lying. And kneel and say an Ave there for me. And I shall hear, though soft you tread above me. And all my grave will warmer, sweeter be. For you will bend and tell me that you love me. And I shall sleep in peace until you come to me. Meaning. There are various conjectures about the meaning of Danny Boy. Some interpret the song to be a message from a parent to a son going off to war or participating in the Irish uprising or emigrating as part of the Irish diaspora. The 1918 version of the sheet music with Weatherly's printed signature included alternative lyrics, with the instructions that, when sung by a man, the words in italic should be used. The song then becomes Eily Dear, so that Danny Boy is only to be sung by a lady. Nonetheless, it is unclear whether this was Weatherly's intent. Usage. Percy Granger's Irish tune from County Londonderry adapts the Danny Boy, Londonderry Air melody for wind ensemble in 1918. The song is popular for funerals, but the National Catholic Reporter wrote in 2001 that it cannot be played during Mass. Select recordings. Danny Boy has been recorded multiple times by a variety of performers. Several versions are listed below in chronological order. 1928 Colin O'More. 1940 Judy Garland Little Nellie Kelly soundtrack. Garland also sang it live at her concerts in Ireland and Scotland and most famously at her New York Palace Theatre debut in 1951. 1940 Glenn Miller and his orchestra released a single that climbed to number 17 in Pop Memories 1890 to 1954, arranged by Glenn Miller and pianist Chummy McGregor. 1941 Bing Crosby Merry Christmas. Danny Boy was paired with I'll Be Home for Christmas on its original single. Recorded July 5, 1941. 1941 Deanna Durbin in the film It Started with Eve. 1950 Al Hibbler released a single that rose to number 9 on the R&B chart. 1957 Harry Belafonte sang the song from the album An Evening with Harry Belafonte, where he began the song with a spoken recitative, before singing the two verses. He repeated the second half of the first verse the second time around. The recitative goes, the time, a time of strife. The place is Ireland. And as Irish legend had it, as the last rose of summer fell, and all the young men of Ireland were to gather to strike a blow for Ireland's freedom and Ireland's liberty, there were songs for those who stayed at home, and songs for those who went away, and all of Ireland was sad. 1958 Paul Robeson published a version. 1959 Conway Twitty's version charted at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 18 on Top R&B. 1961 Andy Williams used the song's title for his album Danny Boy and Other Songs I Love to Sing. The single hit number 15 on the U.S. Adult Contemporary and number 64 on the Hot 100 charts. 1964 Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells released a single that peaked at number 76 on the Hot 100. 1965 Jackie Wilson's version rose to number 94 on the Hot 100 and number 25 on the R&B charts. 1967 Ray Price's single hit number 60 on the Hot 100 and number 9 on the country charts. 1976 Elvis Presley on his album From Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee. 1990 The song was used in the film Miller's Crossing sang by Irish singer Frank Patterson. 1992 Eric Clapton recorded an instrumental version released as a bonus track for Change the World. 1992 John McDermott released the song as an independent single. 1993 Shining Time Station used the song, performed by Rory Dodd, in the episode, Mr. Conductor's Evil Twin. 1998 Charlotte Church released the album Voice of an Angel by Sony Classical Records. 1998 Sinead O'Connor sang the song over Davy Spillane's Uilleann pipes on Spillane's album The Sea of Dreams. Actor-filmmaker Gabriel Byrne said this version is his favorite. 2002 Eva Cassidy included her acoustic version on the album Imagine. 2002 Johnny Cash recorded the song on his album American 4. The Man Comes Around, working with producer Rick Rubin in what would come to be the last album released during his lifetime. Cash had previously recorded the song for his 1965 album Orange Blossom Special. 2007 Hayley Westenra recorded the song as a track for her album entitled Treasure. 2014 the song appears in a scene of episode 2.6 of British period drama Mr. Selfridge performed by Alfie Boe.